In this video, we would be discussing about polymorphism in Java. There are four OOP concepts, okay, and the name of those four OOP concepts are abstraction, polymorphism, encapsulation, and inheritance. So among these four, we will be discussing about polymorphism now. The definition of polymorphism is very easy and consists of only one line, and that one line is the ability of a system to perform the same task in different way. Okay, so that's what polymorphism mean about. And there are two ways to achieve the polymorphism. The one is called runtime polymorphism. Another one is called compile time polymorphism. The compile time polymorphism is also called method is achieved by method overloading, and the runtime polymorphism is achieved by method overriding. And we all know the method overloading means that two or more functions having the same name but different parameter. Why different parameter? Why we cannot use the same function with the same parameter? That I'm gonna show you today. And method overriding means when one method overrides or dominates the second method. Okay, I'm not talking about the law of Darwinism. When dominates means this could be possible only if you are using the concept called inheritance. So method overriding is possible only in those functions which include the relation of is a among them. That means the one functions inherit the properties of the other function. So even we would be doing that also. For now, we are starting with compile time polymorphism or method overloading. Let's say I have a class name poly. Okay. And in this class, I have one function called public void show. Okay. I'm printing something here. Let me print this only. Cut, paste. Hey, this is the first method. Okay. And then say I have another function with same name, and for now we will be showing with the same parameters. Okay. And in this case, all of them have no parameters. And here if I run, what I have done here is I have created the object of the poly class. If your question is that why I have created the poly class and why not I'm including it directly, this is because the class poly is outside my main function. So I am just creating an object to connect with that function which is outside of my main function. Okay. And then I am just calling this as of now m1.show normal. So there are two functions named show. The parameters are different. If you are a beginner and know something about Java, the basics about Java, then I have not included the proper syntax of defining the function. To define the function, I need to use open and curly braces. And now if I will run this, I will again face error. And why? What error? Just let me show you. That method show is already defined in class, and hence the definition of method overloading includes that the names could be same but the different parameters should be used. Okay, so if I just have say integer a comma integer b, I'm just including these two, and then I'm calling this. This is the first method executing properly. And if I just use a plus b, and then if I run, then okay, I forgot to, hey, but what this is that the system is letting me know that I have not used the braces, that I have not closed the bracket is the feature of stack, because checking the well balanced parentheses is the features of stack. Okay, so now if I run this, then too I'm gonna read the answer of the first block, because still there are same thing. Here if I say 6 comma 5, that if I pass the argument, now now the main system will check that okay, I have a function name show which I have to call. It will check that there are two function name show. Then it will check which function include two arguments. The first function does not include any argument. The second function do include the argument. So it will now run the second part. And yes, this is what exactly it is doing. And this is called your compile time polymorphism. Now we would now switch to runtime polymorphism. Okay. And in runtime polymorphism, we use method of function overriding. Overriding to use RTP. Must have is a relationship. That means inheritance. Okay. So is the syntax is proper to use inheritance? The answer is definitely no. Because in inheritance we need two class. Okay. So I need to create the another class with another name. So say I'm using class morphy extends my base class poly. Okay, I do not need to use opening and closing bracket because this is not the syntax of class. Okay, and inside the same class I have the same name. Let's use same parameters too. That's no parameter. Let me remove it from here. Let me remove it from here too. Now, if you know a bit about inheritance, then I will just highlight this zone, and till the time I compile the code, you think that what should be the changes made here. Okay. Expected, what expected? Okay, this expected. Now we are done. Okay. This is all the features of stack. Okay. This is the first method. Now why? Because I have created the class of this. But this is not the way I create the class when I'm using inheritance. In inheritance, we create the class for the child class, and my child class name is Morphy. So Morphy M1 is equal to new Morphy. And then I'm writing Morphy M1 dot show. Then I will get what? The second method. Let's use something, say integer A, comma integer B. Integer A, comma integer B. And in all this case, I will be returning the same value, that's A plus B. Okay. And then if I call it something, let's check what error does it give. Okay. That method found for show no argument. That because I am calling the function as no argument, the method has no argument, but I do have arguments in my function. So I'm going to run now and to check. This is the second method. Why the first block is not getting executed? Because in inheritance, the child class get executed first, and this is overriding the parent class. My morphy class or child class is overriding the parent class, and this is what the concept of runtime polymorphism mean about. Okay, so this was about achieving the polymorphism with compile time and runtime. Thanks for watching. Thank you.